Hey guys, today I'm going to make a Batman suit. You'll need some EVA foam sheets. You'll need a black shirt and some black sweatpants, some black gloves, some black dress shoes, some pieces of black craft foam, you need some paper, some black paint. If I were you, I would use black spray paint, and some black elastic. You'll need a hot glue gun, a pen or a Sharpie. You'll need an X-Acto knife to cut the foam. You're gonna need a heat gun. Need a lighter and some sandpaper. You're gonna want to find some reference pictures. It's probably on an iPad or online. Print some pictures off. Some reference pictures to see what the suit looks like. Let's get started. You're gonna wanna look at your reference pictures and start drawing out the shapes of the different parts. Like right now, I'm gonna do the chest part. So, I'm gonna get that, draw it out on a piece of paper, to the size of your own body, of course. And yeah, and then cut that picture out that you drew. So after you get your shape cut out, you want to trace it onto the foam, and then cut that piece out. So I got my first chest plate cut out. Now we're going to cut out the second one. So then what you're going to want to do is going to take your chest plates and make sure they fit. But as you can tell, they're a little flat. So we're going to take the heat gun, heat up the foam to curve it so it fits on your body better. Now this is the part where you take a heat gun and you heat up the opposite side of what's going to show on the chest plate. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take the plate, start when it's all warm from the heat gun, start bending it in shape. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your plates and glue them on to the black shirt you have. As you can see, I already glued one on. I'm going to glue the other one on. So that's really it what you're doing. You're just cutting out the shapes of what you need and then just gluing them on wherever you need to glue them on. Just look at your template, whatever you're looking at, and just get it right. So yeah, right. So now I'm going to do the abs. So I got the abs cut out from the picture. So yeah. So if you want to make the pieces on your thing look curved on the edges, all you gotta do is just cut on an angle. Cut the foam on an angle, and it is gonna turn out weird. But then when you sand it, it'll look better in the end. All right, I got the abs done. So now I'm gonna work on the shoulders and the gauntlets. I'm gonna do that next. So this is the shape for the gauntlet that you want. It's just kind of like this coffin shape in a way. So yeah, you already got one cut out and sanded and curved. Well, you need to curve it a little bit more. That might be okay. So yeah, this is practically what it's gonna look like. So now what you want to do for the gauntlets is you want to trace the previous pieces you cut at first, as you can tell, and then inside just draw a smaller piece that's gonna go on top of the base that we just made. Alright, now I got the base done, and the second part is gonna go on top of the base. It's just slightly smaller. Now we're going to curve this, the smaller one, curve it. We're going to glue it onto the base of the gauntlet. So this is what we have so far on the gauntlet. We have the base and the smaller piece glued on. This is what it should look like so far. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take a third piece that's a little bit, that's going to be smaller. It's going to go on top of this. it's gonna be like this, like down to here, and it's gonna connect at these corners, like about like that. And the third piece is gonna be on top like that. Alright, now we got that third piece glued onto the top. So yeah, I got everything glued together now. Now I'm gonna go spray paint it black, and then I'm gonna put the straps on here. Alright, so I got one gauntlet almost done. Now we're gonna add the straps right here. We're gonna add the straps to the bottom, and then we're gonna add the Batman spikes on here. So yeah. So now that we got our gauntlet spray painted and glued together, we're gonna put some elastic straps on it so it stays in our arm. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna have two straps on it, one kind of below the wrist and one almost near the elbow. We're gonna do the one near the wrist first. You're just gonna wanna take it, put it around your arm to where it's almost touching. Then you're gonna wanna cut it to where it almost touched. Okay, there's one. Then you wanna do the same thing on the other side of your arm. And then that's it. And then you just glue on the straps into the gauntlet to where they need to go. Just glue them on like that to where they're glued on like that. And then yeah, I got one strap glued on, and it fits pretty well actually. Go. So there's one strap. Well, I've got this gauntlet nearly done. All we gotta do is just take this black craft foam for the spikes on the sides that are going to be glued on here. So, yeah. So right here, this is going to be the blade shape on the gauntlet. It's about 2 inches tall and 1 inch wide. And FYI, you're going to want to make 3 of these. Well, 6 for 2 gauntlets. 3 on each. So now that you got these cut out, you're going to glue them onto the base. One where kind of near the edge of this or near the strap. And then a third one in the middle, and then another one like near the other strap right here. So now you should have this after you glue on the spikes. So for the shoulders, you just want to get a bowl that's about like 8 and there's a dog there. And about 8 inches in diameter. So yeah. Get out of here! So you want to take that and just draw 2 circles. So after you get these 2 circles drawn out, you're going to cut them out, of course. Get a smaller bowl, like this. And then you're going to take the heat gun, put the circle on top, and just keep on getting, heating up the circle until it gets curved around the bowl a little bit. So that's going to be the shoulder pad. Yeah, now you want to stick the foam. Make sure to push down the bowl all the way on it. Stick the bowl in the oven. Make sure it's at 200 degrees. Leave it in there for like 7 minutes. So this is what you should have so far. You should have the abs done, chest, the gauntlets, and the shoulders glued on. Now we're gonna do this upper arm. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna cut 2 small little weird rectangles. The edges are gonna be curved, and then the curved part is gonna go around like that. And you're gonna have to make 4, 1, and then another one there. So as you can see, I got those square thingies curved, and I already got a couple glued onto my arm. So yeah, and now we're just gonna put these 2 on now. So this is what you should have so far on the bat suit: the shoulders, the chest, the abs, the arms. should have arms glued on, and the gauntlets. For the shin area, for shin guards, I forgot to film this, so I already spray painted them. It's this weird funky shape. So it's this shape on the sides and then just a rectangle on the front. The kneecaps, you have to add some kneecaps. This is what the kneecaps kind of gonna look like, if you can tell. I already cut it out. But you see these lines on the edge? I'm gonna cut down on that, on those two lines. I'm gonna cut off this bottom part too. So for the kneecap, as you can tell, hopefully, I cut it on an angle on the inside to make it more curved on the outside to make it look better. Now we're just gonna glue the pieces together. So now for the shin guard, we're gonna connect the kneecap, and also I forgot to mention, cut another little piece that's like 3 inches long and 1 inch tall, and that's gonna be in between this and the kneecap. What we're gonna do is now move the camera. What we're gonna do now is glue the kneecap up here, and then this other little piece like right there. If you can see it, it's gonna be like that. Right there, I wanna cut like a 7-inch piece of elastic. So yeah, glue it on to the inside near the middle of the shin. Now we are going to glue the kneecap actually on, like right there. Just a little bit, just like a little, like, yeah, can you see it? Yeah. Now glue on the elastic. Always be careful gluing. Hot glue is friggin' hot. How? Like that. Now what you want to do is you want to cut 2 pieces of elastic that are about 5 inches. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 and put them on the side. And put them on the side of the kneecap and on the side of the shin. So these are the shin guards, if you can see them. So yeah. So for the front view of the leg, you're going to want to draw this shape right here. So after you get this shape cut out, you want to heat it up and curve it, and then glue it on to the sweatpants. So this is what you should have so far. The legs, you should have the shin guards done, and they should be spray painted black, and you should have the front part of the thighs. Now I'm going to do the inside of the thighs. It's time for a break. So now you're going to want to draw a square that is 6 inches tall and 9 inches wide. And you want to do 2 of those for the inside of the leg. So I got both of my squares cut out. I got this one cut out for the leg. This one I'm curving right now. I got it heated up with the heat gun. I'm curving it so I can put it in the inside of my leg. To the inside of the leg. Put it down lower, on the lower half. Like, yeah, right there. And then just glue it on. And it does go to the back, into the back a little bit. So, that's fine though. So yeah, now I'm going to glue that on. So this is what you should have so far. Like the suit, the legs, the thighs, the legs, yeah, whatever. The outer part, the inner part, should have the shin done, shin's done, abs, chest, or just shoulder guards. shoulders, the arms. So yeah. Now we're gonna do the belt. So for the belt buckle, I kind of already cut it out and everything, but it's almost like a baseball base, like the home plate. That's what it kind of reminds me of. And like a weird diamond shape. And then you want to do this weird thingy, zigzag. Then cut it in half, and then just glue it back together. And you're probably like, why? It's because so it looks like it's actually like buckled together. Okay, so I got the straps glued on. I had to cut them a little bit, and if you can tell, well, yeah. I cut a little bit off, so I made like a little hook. And I did the same thing on the other side, but the opposite way. So when I put the belt on, I could just hook it on, like I did. Right there, see? It hooks right on. So it's easy to put on and off. Now I'm working on the bat symbol. As you see, I printed off a picture and I'm starting to cut it out. So for the bat symbol, what I'm going to do is I just took half. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace it on here. Be super careful when you do this, because you can mess up super easily doing it. So, and if you do mess up, just sand it off. Sand off the marker, color it in, and just flip it and trace the other half. So as you can see, we got the symbol done now. And now we're going to do the neck, this weird neck piece, and the cape. So as you can see from the surface picture, like right here, in this part, that's going to go over the chest. I'll figure out how to draw that. And then we're going to take that thin craft foam and put this neck part all the way around. And then the cape is going to go underneath that part that goes all the way around. So if you can draw this shape somehow, that's going to be the part that goes over the chest. So good luck. Okay, so if you can see, I got this weird shape glued on. And I only glued on a little bit of the bottom part, because now I'm going to do the part where it goes all the way around and where the cape will connect. Now you're going to make this like a bib shape almost, or like a really weird moon that will fit around your neck, and the bigger part's going to go in the back. And you're just going to tuck in the little narrow pieces underneath, and then glue those down, and then take off the suit and to glue down the back part. Well, not entirely, but almost all the way, because you still need to put the cape on. Now for the cape. So when gluing this on with your sheet, what you're really going to want to do is you might want to hem up the sheet. And you know what hem up means? If you know what hem up means, it means to make it shorter, to make it more to your length. Something like that. You want to take these two corners, take the two corners of the sheet, and you want to like glue one corner underneath near the front, like right about here, like up where this corner is, but a little bit lower. So kind of like right there on both sides. So after you got those corners glued on, as you can tell, you just got this big old gap right here. What I'm probably going to do, what you should do too, is just rip this part off. Try not to rip the foam. Is to take off the glue here and just like take this and then just roll it up. And then just like glue that part underneath. Unless you want to sew it somehow to where it goes underneath better. So this should be your final product. You should have chest done with the symbol on it, abs, the belt, the gauntlets, the upper arms, the top and bottom, the shoulders, the cape, the neck piece, the outer thigh, the inner thigh, and the shins. You should have your dress shoes and your gloves, and you should have your cape on too.